Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are taking a look at the Ahsoka Tano's Duel on Peridea. This is Ahsoka Tano's Duel on Peridea, set 75385, ages 8+, with 382 pieces. This set retails for a whopping $55. And to be honest, I really don't know why LEGO couldn't have called this set just Duel on Peridea, because it's kind of a mouthful otherwise, but anyways, we do have the Ahsoka show bannering along this box, and it looks really nice. Alright, there is a lot to talk about with this set, but before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at the minifigures. We'll go ahead and start off with the GOAT, Grand Admiral Thrawn. This is the new version of Thrawn with the black hairpiece notably, as well as the dual molded legs, which are arguably superior than our Rebels Thrawn, despite the love that that one has. We'll also say that his ranking insignia is correct this time, and so it's really hard to say that this is not the better Thrawn, but I will show them side by side because it is fun to look at. There we are. Here are our two Thrawns. Man, yeah, but there is something about that blue hair on the Rebels Thrawn that I really like. I think if you just switch the hair over and make it dark blue, then you have a superior Ahsoka Thrawn. But that hair, maybe I'm just really partial to it. It looks amazing. But there they are together. Rebels Thrawn is a bit more bright blue, and I also do like that. But the face is very close. I'm very impressed. And here's Ahsoka Thrawn with the blue hairpiece. I don't think it works quite as well just because he's a more pale blue, but it'll be really interesting to see what happens with the Rebels Thrawn as we go on, because he's very clearly a very expensive minifigure. I don't know if he'll go down in price because there is enough of a difference that people will want both. We'll have to see. Here is the back printing and secondary face on Thrawn. Following Thrawn, we have Morgan Elsbeth, and she has her Night Sister face tattoos, which makes her a new figure. I think it looks really good. And she has notably a green version of the new Darksaber mold, which is really cool because it is kind of like an opaque translucent. That's kind of an oxymoron, but it's what it is. It's like you can kind of see through it. Looks really cool. This time around, though, we have traded Morgan Elsbeth's skirt with pants, and I personally think that that is a downgrade. Here they are together, and I can definitely appreciate Morgan Elsbeth's, I can't even say that, her regular standard face, because it looks just cleaner overall. And here is Morgan Elsbeth's secondary face, which is a very angry looking face, but a really cool minifigure nonetheless. I love that saber, is so cool. And then last of the baddies, we have the Night Stormtrooper, and I feel like nobody is really talking about him because he is overshadowed by the idea of everybody wanting Captain Enoch. And I have to say, I'm not at all surprised that they didn't make a Captain Enoch, because that's got to be a super hard helmet sculpt to pull off. I don't think that they have it nailed down yet, so they just included a standard Night Trooper, which is great because that means we'll probably get more of him in the future. But he has his kind of like gold inlay and ribbons, and it looks really good, and it's a really nice change from the standard Stormtrooper. Of course, it is done in the dumb dual molded helmet that I really wish they get rid of, but doesn't look like that's going away. And nobody's talking about this face, but we have a freaking zombie Stormtrooper. This is, if anybody ever knew of Death Troopers, it's so old now, but the novel Death Troopers, this is like a Death Trooper. They talked about it in the Ahsoka show. But oh my gosh, it is so cool to see a zombie Stormtrooper. That is just nuts. So crazy. I love him. Now on to the good guys. We have Ahsoka the White. She's being called because of her costume change mid-season, but it's really cool. This is my preferred costume for her. I think she looks just a tad bit better than the original, and even her Leku has a new print around the top, which I think is very cool. Her white lightsabers are always really awesome. I think she looks great. Here is the back, and here is her secondary face. Here she is compared to the original version that released earlier this year. You can tell there is a significant difference both in the arm printing, the headpiece printing, and the whole entire costume overall. This is a fantastic new version of Ahsoka, and it's really exciting to get. Then finally we have Ezra Bridger here, and we are circling back around to the question of, so are they giving humans now pupilless eyes? And it's so back and forth. This is really frustrating to me. I totally think that the aliens look fine with the pupilless eyes. Like Admiral Thrawn looks great. Ahsoka looks just fine. Morgan Elsbeth has pupils. Ezra does not. I get that he has super bright eyes in the show, which I really like, and is a specific quality to Ezra, but like he looks weird without pupils. He looks blind, and it just bothers me because they're not even doing this all the way around. Like normal characters with dark eyes aren't getting giant black eyes like this. It's only if they have colored irises that for some reason they're getting these pupilless eyes, and it drives me nuts. Anyways, I guess I digress, but here is Ezra, and he looks really good. I love his outfit. He gets a blue lightsaber. He has long hair from Andor. There is his secondary face in the back of his outfit. And I think it goes without question that LEGO did a really, really good job on this Ahsoka set with the minifigures specifically. I have no complaints. They look amazing. All right, this is a very interesting set, to say the least. I definitely have a lot of feelings about it. Obviously, the minifigures are fantastic. Hands down, like before anybody can even argue this, you're lying if you counter this, but you're buying it for the minifigures. Nobody is buying it for this Peridea scene, and it's because it's a flat base. This reminds me of those pop moments, but some of them are like really, really flat. That's exactly what this reminds me of. Or with Lego, the Obi-Wan Kenobi Duel from the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, and even that one I think has more play features and it's a little bit more interesting. I liked that one. I could see the appeal with that one. People hated that one. This one, I don't hate it, but like we are paying $55 for this. The build itself was not really enjoyable. You're just building it to create a gray base plate. I do like the stickering details, and these black pieces do add a lot of movement to the piece, I should say, because literally the rest is just gray with stickers, and the stickers look nice and they definitely help spruce up the set, but that's literally it. I can't even go over really what the base is, other than we have a couple of turning things, and I wish that I could say this is one of those sets that has like great play features like the Ultimate Lightsaber Duel. They went all out with something like that, but even that, looking at it because it's over here, even that seemed to have more structure than this, and it's a nice solid base. I like it. I don't dislike it, but it's like $55 for this is just nuts, even though we're getting astounding minifigures, which is the reason to buy this. But nonetheless, I guess I digress. It's just one of those where you're kind of like, Lego, here we are again getting these like base plate scenes, and I understand, I guess, so we can include all these minifigures, but I honestly don't know why Lego didn't just make a Star Destroyer, like Thrawn's Star Destroyer, do Thrawn, and like a whole bunch of Night Troopers, and people would have been happier. It would have been cheaper overall because you don't have to make new characters. I don't know. We do have a couple of functions here, including at the very back here, this back flipping mechanism. You're supposed to be able to back flip your minifigure. They have to be able to stand perfectly level though in order to use it. And they literally just jump backwards. There's no flipping that goes on. There's no front forward movement. They literally just jump off the back because of the way this is designed. It's not very good. Lego has done this play feature before more successfully, so I think that this is just like a poor attempt at it, to be honest. On the sides for each of these little wheels, we have a little gear that you can turn. There's no real handle. You're just supposed to kind of move the gear with your finger. And you can do a little bit of play style, I guess, with it. Like, I mean, with the Night Sister, if you line them up close enough together, you can get, one to fall over because you can spin this center base here. And that is it. That's it. The stickering, like I said, looks really nice, and you could have these fall over, I guess, if you wanted to. And it displays well. I mean, I think it makes a really nice display piece, but like at this point, you almost would want to move into the adult section, spruce this up more, charge a little bit more, and have it in adult diorama. But here again, we are with this like identity crisis that Lego does for some reason, where it's like, do they want to be a playset or do they want to be a display model? And I definitely think we have one of those, not sure what we're wanting to do here, and so that is what it is. I can say that when I found this early shipper of new Lego Star Wars at Walmart, the Dark Millennium Falcon as well as Jedi Bob Starfighter was gone that very same day, but there was still one of these left. Now that's not saying a whole lot because I think the shipper only held 3, but I'm just saying somebody decided to leave this behind over something else. And you might wonder why. Well, it's $50. Unfortunately, with sets around this size, this problem only gets worse as we go on, and we'll see that with the Sarlacc Pit and Desert Skiff, unfortunately, and its outrageous price. Hopefully I'll be impressed in person once I build it, but I don't have a lot of high hopes. I think it's an amazing set, but like this one, the price is just really high for what you're getting, especially because this is a base plate, albeit a really nice fancy one. but not very playable for kids in my opinion. That's just my 2 cents, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and until next time, I will catch you on the next one.